slower than the first one with that penalty. All right, this is McGraw's final attempt. Keeping it clean all the way around, coming across a little wide. Ooh, but a nice tight weave into the final. 9.86, that's their best time yet, not including the penalty time. All right, now ONU is up.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
We don't have a name. Oh, the name is just C. Okay. Looks like one of their wide receivers. Running back, my apologies. That is a basket for holding, not a basket for catching.
9-4.
All right. Second. Oh, this is their second attempt. Their first one they did not finish. Their second attempt is a 9.40. So C's third and final attempt here. All right. Around the first cone, a little bit slow. Getting around. All right. Trying not to topple over like he did in the first one. And he makes it across. 10.15, not bad for C, especially considering he had a DNF on the first one for toppling. They kept the speed down, kept him from being too top heavy. Well done. All right. This is, looks like Calvin is up. Let's see. This is their wide receiver, Michael Droid. Excellent name. All right, Michael Droid off around the first. Ooh, taking a wide line around the second. Ooh, oh, almost kind of got out. Oh, wait, okay. He was able to get off the cone. Almost had a DNF there. And that final time was 13.98 plus 1 second for 14.98. Held up a little bit on the cone. We'll see if he can do better on this section. All right. And number 16's off again. Ooh. Just not doing good on this last run. He hits a couple cones, runs him over, almost gets stopped. Is able to recover and get across the line. Let's see, what do we got for the final time on this?
14.1.
14.13, including the 5 seconds.
Outside edge.
Oh, outside edges, I'm sorry. So that was 14.93, including the penalties for the cones hit. All right, I'm gonna get out of the way because this bot looks mean and ready to go. Got some googly eyes on it. I have no idea if anyone has seen what I am talking about with the stream, but I hope you are, and I hope you're all having a great day today.
Three, 2, 1, go.
All right, this is number 74 from Valparaiso. Ooh, clean turn. Oh, almost had a clean run. 7.88 unofficial time. And with a few penalties. How many penalties was that, refs? 3 penalties, bringing that final time to a 10.88. That was almost a very clean time from Valparaiso. Let's see if they can clean it up on this second run.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, out across the first end, clean turn. Ooh, came close, but made it. Clean turn on the final end and across.
8.58.
A little bit slower with an 8.58, but clean, no penalties. That is a good score for Valparaiso's number 74 here. Let's see what they can do here with their final run. Ooh, lost a few parts there.
Ready? Yeah.
Seems unaffected.
3, 2, 1, go.
And they are off. All right. Ooh, a little bit of trouble on the first turnaround. Cross out, better turn on the second and across, clean. 9.26 is the time on that last one. That first turn did hurt. But still, under 10 seconds is an overall pretty good time. Oh. A little bit of confusion here at the starting blocks. Yeah. So, ONU is up.
What robot is that?
It's row.
All right.
You can just write the symbol. It's like a fancy.
What position is row?
It's a defensive lineman.
Okay, so ONU, Ohio Northern, is up with their defensive lineman, Rowe. Ooh, looks like Rowe's going to be going the opposite direction for their runs. Oh, nope. Getting word from the officials that Rowe is actually going to go the same direction as the previous runs. So this will be Rowe's first run. And they're off. All right. They make the turnaround. Not bad. Looks, that was a clean run. Clean turns, a little bit far outside the ends. Official time is 8.45 seconds for Rowe. It's a pretty good start. Let's see if they can improve on their second and third runs. All right, Rowe is off. Makes a little bit of a cleaner, faster turn on the first. Ooh, takes out a cone at the end of the first turn, or the second turn, I mean. What was the official on that? So that was 8.51 with one penalty. That was going to be time of the day without the penalty. All right, let's see if Rowe gets this. All right. Takes a little bit of a wider turn on the first and the second, but it avoids the cones. Oh, that looked like a good time. 8.26 is the official, and Rowe is our current leader on the shuttle drill. I think with that, we're going to take you all back to the 3-cone drill and check in with our standings over there. Congratulations, Rowe. All right, we're making our way back over to the 3-cone drill, and we're going to check in on our standings here. Ooh, looks like we just missed one of Calvin's bots finishing their runs. Yeah.
That's Calvin.
I said that we just missed one of Calvin's bots finishing their runs. Yeah. And now Valparaiso's number 16, who we just saw over at the shuttle drill. Ooh. It looks like we just had some commotion over at the shuttle drill. One of the bots hit the safety table a little too hard. But now 16 is off to the races on 3-cone. Clean around the first, a little wide, a little bit tighter around the second. Ooh, almost hit the 3rd cone. Oh, does not go around. So refs are giving them the rundown, and that does count as a DNF for number 16 on their first run for not going around the cone. All right, number 16 is going to start their second run, and they are off. All right, a little wide but clean around the first. Ooh, a little bit of a stutter there around the second, but around, and barely makes it back to the inside of the cone at the end. 11.5 is the official time for number 16.
3, 2, 1.
And this is number 16's third and final run. Ooh, does clip the cone, but completes the move. All right. Coming back around the second. Around the outside, and ooh. So we got 13.22 unofficial plus 1 second for hitting the cone. It's a 14.22 final time for number 16 for Valparaiso. Valparaiso number 74 is rolling up to the line, I should say. All right.
You ready?
74 is at the line, ready to start.
Cool. 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go. 74 is off. We did see 74 at the shuttle drill as well. Very clean, very tight around. Not bad. Picked up a little bit of the tape. Yeah. All right. That was an 8.43 for number 74. It is a very good time. Off and running again. A little bit more wild on this one. Ooh, does hit the cone and this final cone. That is a 10.89 unofficial plus a 2-second penalty for hitting 2 cones. 12.89 second run for number 74. Let's see what they can do with this final run of the day. Well, their final run of the day. I don't know if it's the final run for this event of the day.
2, 1, go.
All right, they're off. They're around the first cone. Wide line around the second, but avoiding the penalty. Wide line around the third, and on back around the inside. And they make it across. 9.15. That is a good time. Solid times across the board, not including the penalties for number 74. Let's check in with our scorekeeper here.
That was our second fastest run.
Number 74 put up our second fastest run of the day for the 3-cone drill. Oh, and now at the 3-cone drill is our, last we saw, current leader of the shuttle drill, Roe, from Ohio Northern University. Oh, Roe is getting some last-second maintenance at the line here. Looks like we got Roe back up and running. While they're getting checked in, I'm going to step away for a moment.
We officially have 10 minutes left in this 35-minute phase 1.
All right, Roe is running their first run of the day. They put in a clean run, no penalties, and that is an 11.4 second run. So they were quick on the shuttle drill. Need to pick it up here on 3-cone if they'd like to place. See what they do with the second one. Looks like it's a little bit of a faster start. Cleaner, tighter run around the first, around the second. It's tight around the third and across the line. That was a much better run visually. He was just getting this. We're gonna get that. That run did not count from the officials. We're gonna have number 10 Calvin run this again.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, Calvin is out across the line. Oh, they're going with the front and back method. They're not doing a turnaround. It did not work out too great for them. They did hit 2 cones.
You were good that last time.
What was the official
You
time
gave
on
a
that?
thumbs up, yeah. Yeah, if you keep an eye on it, it's good. It was
Well, we'll get the time on that at.
Alex got it.
Yeah. Well, we got a 7.16 plus 2-second penalty for 2 cones. It's a 9.16. So, all right. Calvin's next run out, back 2 cones, and back across. All right, that was an 8.25 plus 2 cones. That's going to be a 10.25 official time for Calvin's second run with this receiver. And now we are doing the third and final run for this receiver from Calvin University. All right, out first and across the first line, back across the second. Ooh, almost hits the cone, readjusts, and across. Even with that little bit of adjustment, that was an 8.58 clean run, no penalties. That was a good run by Calvin. All right. It looks like Notre Dame's receiver, I forget the name, I saw it here for a second. Oop, turning away from me here. They don't want me to see. Mosfett McGraw, that's right. Notre Dame's receiver, Mosfett McGraw, is on the line to start their first run at the shuttle drill. Let's see how this goes.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Ooh, a little bit of a wobbly start for Mosfett. Makes the turn. Ooh, quick over the second line. Rough turnaround. Ooh, hits a cone, hits two more, and across the line. 16.40 unofficial. At 3 seconds for the three cones hit, and that is a 19.40 for number 44, Mosfett McGraw. All right. Now that they have a handle on this drill, let's see if they can improve on the second one.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and they're off. All right, a little slow on the turn. They do hit a cone. Ooh, barely avoid hitting the second one. All right, ooh, they return. All right, they came close on a couple.
Oh, turning it helps a lot.
I believe the unofficial on that was a 10.91 with a one cone penalty. Brings that to an 11.91. All right, this is McGraw's third and final attempt at shuttle. Ooh, rough start, immediately hitting the cone. Does make the turn. Ooh, hits three more on the return and two more on the final leg. That was quick, but those penalties will be costly. All right.
We shall rebuild.
All right, what was the unofficial on that? 9.43 unofficial with 6 penalties is a 15.43 final time. They did speed it up on the actual overall, but those penalties were costly for them. All right. It looks like Ohio Northern's running back, C, who we saw over at the three-cone drill, is next on the line for shuttle.
Down from 3 and it's on go.
All right. We're going to go around the action here so we can get closer to the scoring. Ooh, rough start for C, hitting 3 cones at the end of the first section. Clean turnaround on the second, and clean across the finish line. So a little bit of a rough start, but was able to figure it out by the end of the run. They do have 2 more runs to get a clean one in there. I think they can do it. So that a time on the first one was a 9.75 plus 3 cones brings it to a 12.75 official.
3 minutes remaining. Get your last runs in these last 3 minutes.
All right. If you guys didn't hear that, that means, sorry.
Just slightly over to the center of the room. We're going to be running the strength test here closer to the stage and running the QB accuracy drill closer to the door.
Okay, so if you guys didn't catch that, that means we have 3 minutes remaining in this phase, but it does look like C is our final runner on shuttle. Ooh, a little bit rough. Taking the cone with them, pointing the way with that cone. All right, 11.65 unofficial with 2 cones. With a 2 cone penalty is a 13.65.
You don't lose points for tracking it. So.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be our final run for C. All right, C is out. Across the line, clean turn. Ooh, got a little wild, did nudge a cone. Back across the line. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow, a little wavy across there, but did not hit a cone on the way back. So there's going to be a 1 cone penalty. Whoa, hi. Getting up in the action with these bots here. There was a cone over on that side. So that was a 10.71 unofficial, plus a 1 cone penalty as an 11.71. Oh, we do have another runner for shuttle drill. This is Notre Dame McMayer?
Last ball to enter the line for the shuttle run. We'll get everyone who's in line through, and then we'll move on to these two.
Okay, it does look like we actually have a line of bots still to run. So this is not our last runner.
On go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Notre Dame's Mare is out. Ooh, does hit 4 cones. Making their way back at the clean run back. And across the line. Whoa, caught the line. Uh-oh. Luckily for them, there is no penalty for destruction of track. See if we can get this bot unhooked from the starting line here. All right, we're gonna just pick this up and set it here. We might need to reset this line because now it is not going to lay flat. Stick with me, folks. We're gonna go get some repair tape. Excuse me. We appreciate everyone who is with us. And oh, it looks like we're going to be running without the center line because the people who set this up were smart and did set up tape on the outside of the track to be able to still be able to time this event even if the center line got pulled up by a bot. All right. So, oh, sparks out of McMayer. All right. He's still moving, though. Clean run, even with a little bit of sparks. Starting those?
We're going to start strength test, and we'll do strength test and shuttle.
Okay, I'm going to make my
wrap up.
I'm going to make my way over here, then.
Just to kind of help keep things.
No, I agree. I understand. I just wanted to see because I'm going to make my way over here, then. So it appears that while we are letting the last few bots finish up the shuttle run because they were in line prior to the final announcement, we are going to get shuttle or strength test going. So I'm getting a clean feed.
Where's the QB accuracy?
QB accuracy is over there. So there's.
Okay.
Yep, it's going that way.
What were you saying about fees?
What?
What were you saying
Oh, I
about
said I'm getting a clean feed on this.
Perfect. Yeah, I think it's this one. So that's
Okay.
good.
All right. So for the strength test, these bots will get 3 attempts to push as much weight as they think they can muster 10 feet. Time does not matter in this event, only if you can make it the 10 feet. So drivers of each bot will be able to determine how much weight they'd like to put on the cart. We have 45-pound plates, 35-pound plates, 25-pound plates, and 10-pound plates. It looks like we have 90, 180, 230, 265, 275 appears to be the max added weight that we are allowing for today's test. likely may not be enough. We may see a few bots max out these strength tests today. This will be exciting to watch. And it looks like we are also getting ready to start the QB accuracy drill. So, all right. It looks like we have our first bot going to take on the strength test. This is D lineman Jerome Bottas for Notre Dame. We'll be starting. Yeah, so you're going to be starting over here. You're going to be bot up against the. Yeah, so bot against the cart. You do not get a running start at this.
You don't get a running start. Yeah.
And then you get to choose how much weight you think this can push.
And this is defensive person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bot number 24. For that, you get 3 attempts.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. I actually have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Are they about time to go? Because I do not real. I should probably ask my team real quick.
Okay, yeah, they can go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Jerome Bottas is going to take a timeout actually and huddle up with his team to get a determination on what they think that they can push, which allows Valparaiso to bring up one of their bots to the line instead. This looks like this is Notre Dame is currently in 3rd place with 11 points. Ohio Northern currently in 2nd place overall with 15 points.
Drill is now ready to roll.
Trine currently in last place with 6 points. And Valparaiso is 1st overall with 17 points. Looks like Valparaiso's running back and wide receiver have the highest scores out of all bots currently going today. Well, out of their 2 respective categories. And Ohio Northern's defensive lineman has the highest score out of all defensive players going on today. All right. So while Valparaiso's number 16 gets set to go on another run for strength test, we're going to make our way over to one of the more exciting events, the QB accuracy test. So for the QB accuracy test, the way this works is each team will have a quarterback at the starting line. They will get a number of passes to score as many points as possible. The first 3 positions are worth 1 point. The second 3 positions are worth 2 points, and the final positions at the farthest end are worth 3 points. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go check on the rule to make sure I'm correct about this. So after checking the official rules, each team has 2 minutes to make as many passes as they want at any position that they want. The receiver must be stopped at the position, and there's a difference between a retention and a hit.
I'd hit the ground first.
Ohio Northern is choosing to use their center to okay, so the Ohio Northern is choosing to use their center to snap to their quarterback for this drill, and it does not appear that the Center is loading the ball 100% correctly each time. There we go. There's a good load. There's a catch for Ohio Northern. All right, they are moving to the next position. So that was at one of the closer positions. So that was 1 point. Snap is off. The hold is good. Quarterback is looking. Ooh, they hit. That does count. Retentions are worth more than touches in this event. Ooh. Oh, okay. That looks like they have it. And another retention. All right. Looks like Ohio Northern's actually doing pretty good here. They're getting set up for a slightly longer throw. Let's hope that the center's on the way. It does not appear to be. Ooh, just hit the ground. Let's see. It looks like they're going to try for that one again. Having a little trouble getting the ball loaded. They do have it. They're lining up. They're spinning up. Leaning back, getting ready to throw. It's out. Ooh, just to the left. Let's see. And that is time, I believe. Okay. All right, let's see. Officials are tallying up the score here for Ohio Northern.
They get 3 runs on this?
Yeah.
Let's do one more and then we'll take it. Yeah. We won't be able to do I like that.
Okay. It looks like there was a score of 5 for Ohio Northern. So, for those of you who don't know, and if I did not explain this prior, the reason that there's a difference between receptions and touches is that retentions, I should say, are worth more points. It is very difficult in robot football for a quarterback to make an accurate pass and for a receiver to retain that pass. That is quite the accomplishment of engineering to be able to do that. So in this event, retentions are worth double. So the close locations will be 2 points for retention, 4 points for the middle, 6 points for the long, instead of just the 1, 2, or 3 for the touches. Ohio Northern starts their second run with a retention at the short spot, which means that will be worth 2 points. The receiver is getting set for a hopeful another 2-point reception here. All right, the ball is loaded. Quarterback has turned around. Ooh, kind of bobbles it out of his hands on that one. All right, they are going again on this, having a little trouble. He's fumbling on the snap here. Does not seem to be able to hold it. And they reset. Oh. And they reset. All right, ball's in the hands of the center. It is dropped. The ball is rolling a little bit. It hasn't quite. There we go. All right, quarterback's lining up. There's 1 minute left. And they get another retention at the second spot. They are looking pretty good right now. There's 40 seconds left on this attempt. They're behind the line. They're lined up. And, oh, they do get a touch. That is a point. They are making their way to one of the middle spots. So this is going to be 2 points if they touch the bot and 4 points for retention. They're lined up. Quarterback is rearing back. Oh, and they got a touch. Yep. All right. So that was a 2-point 2-point catch there, because it is still a catch if it hits the bot, as it is in the rules of regulation play. And, oh, another hit at medium distance. That's another 2 points. So they have done 5 points on the close plus 4 points at the medium. That gives them a total of 9 points on that run. That was much better. Now, it does appear that they're going... Well, there's some conference on the rules here between the officials and Ohio Northern's team on the use of the center going into their final attempt. Okay. While we are getting conference on the rules, let's go check in with the strength test here. It looks like Notre Dame and Jerome Bottas has finally come back. They have determined their weight class for this event. They have currently 145 pounds on the cart. They are making slow progress, but progress nonetheless. They are starting to turn a little bit to the left. They need to try and straighten this out if they want to get the 10 feet. We're going to need the Valparaiso team to clear out a little bit over here as this bot is still making forward progress. He's starting to turn it back. Ooh, just had to cross the line. And it looks like they are going to count this. Okay. All right, it looks like they did count that for 145 pounds for Jerome Bottas. Ohio Northern and the officials are still conferring prior to the third attempt over at the QB accuracy test. Oh, it looks like we may have gotten some agreement on the rules here and about to start the third attempt for the quarterback of Ohio Northern University. All right, we've made it back just in time for this event, or this final attempt. They have elected to not go with the center this time and are going to manually load their quarterback. We have. Okay. So the reason that it is have to not use a center is because having a center in this is another engineering feat to be able to take the ball and pass it from one robot to another, have that robot then set up and, pass the ball. The goal overall of robot football is engineering feats. Football is important, but the engineering of it all is first and foremost in all of these events. So Valparaiso has off on their first attempt here. They seem to be doing pretty good. Ooh, that is a retention at the middle location. Ooh.
Touch.
We get a touch at the far end. Lining up in the middle.
Touch.
Get a touch. Ooh, just left. Just short.
1 minute.
Oh, catch at the far end. 6 points.
You can do anyone you want.
Okay, so now that they've gone through all 9 positions, they can now go to any position that they want to get as many points as they can before the end of the 2 minutes. Oh, another catch at distance. Ooh, they get a little bit of a warning for being across the line. They're trying here. They're making passes. They're getting close.
Touch.
There's a touch. Ooh, they're going to come up and get close. Ooh, there's a catch.
15 seconds.
15 seconds remaining. Let's see if they just take their time and... Ooh, touch. They're back at they're just going back reverse order here.
Touch. 1.
Oh, do they get that last one out in time? It looks like they did. They did pretty well without their center. They were moving quick. Officials are tallying up the score. We'll divide it in half for not having the center, and let's see what that final score is. We are engineers. Math is not necessarily our strong suit.
22 and a half.
It looks like the official score on that first attempt is 22 and a half for Valparaiso University. That is a very, very good score. All right. They are starting their second, and they start off with a touch. There's a catch on the second. Catch on the third. Moving back to the second tier. Ooh, and a catch on that. Ooh, man, they're just catching everything over here. Ooh.
Yeah.
They do count that as a touch.
Touch.
That was very close on that last second tier one. They are 2 for 2 on the long distance here for hits.
Catch.
3 for 3. Now they have freedom to go anywhere they want to get as many to rack up points before the end of this 2 minutes. Ooh, little short on that middle position. There we go, and there's a catch.
1 minute.
1 minute
You gotta
remaining.
change spots. You can't stay in the same one.
Okay, so if they do get a catch or a touch at a position, they still have to change. That was called a ground on that one. They cannot stay in the same position for each catch. So this is a test of...
You already used that one.
And they can't go back to one that they used until they hit all 9 again. So this is a test of QB accuracy and wide receiver maneuverability. This is a dual test almost. 45 seconds remaining. They have hits on all of them. They are now going to the long distance here. They may be able to get 2 cycles plus in here. Ooh, a little short. 10 seconds remaining. Can they make the full 18 here? Does not look like it. They have to hit here and make it quick. 2, 1, and ooh, just out of time before they can hit the 18th position. But they did well. They had quite a few receptions in that middle row. Many touches across all 17 positions that they hit. The score is being calculated. Let's see how they did on this second attempt. 21 and a half. So just a little bit less than what they did on their first one. Let's see if they can do better on this third one. We're going to let this one play out. We're going to go check back in on the strength test real quick. And then we will check back in at the end of the 2 minutes there and see how Valparaiso's quarterback did. Over at the strength test, it looks like Ohio Northern is approaching the line with their center. I mean, as in regular football, you want your big guys to be your center, so you hope that they are strong and can, push a lot of weight around because they have to snap the ball and protect the quarterback. So this will be interesting to see how much weight this spot can move. Oh, yeah, you're in the... Yeah, sorry.
You can get running start. No, you can't.
Okay. So it looks like Ohio Northern is choosing to start with 45 pounds on the cart. Oh, easy. There was no trouble for that bot whatsoever. They are resetting. While they reset, let's go back and check in on Valparaiso's quarterback test. Looks like they've made 1 cycle of the 9 positions and are in the middle of their second cycle. Trying to hit the far distances here. Ooh, reception at the far spot.
You already got that one. You need this one.
7 seconds to see if they can get one more. Bam! Hit it with nearly zeros on the clock. Oh, and they make one final reception in the middle before time runs out. Wow. What an electric finish for Valparaiso's third attempt. We are getting a tally of the scores here from the official scorekeeper.
Yeah, 27.
27 on that final. Which means, as you remember, without the center, that was 54 and halved before not having the center. So Valparaiso's quarterback hit 54 points between touches and retentions. And just because they didn't use the center, that did get cut in half because it allows them to be faster by manually loading their quarterback. We're going to walk back real quick and see if we can catch the final push of the Ohio Northern center. Looks like they are going, they were trying for 100 pounds. We're unable to push. And now so it looks like Ohio Northern hit 45 on their first attempt, which we did see, went down to 35, or you added 35 on top?
35.
Oh, okay. They added 35 for an 80-pound push, and then they went to 100, but unfortunately were unable to get the cart moving. All right. Well, we are waiting for a bot to walk up to the line for the strength test here. We are going to go back to QB accuracy as it looks as though Calvin is next to go for QB accuracy. They're also choosing to, they're also choosing to go without a center on these attempts and are using their own balls, it appears. This does appear to be allowed for the combine. We will see if that is allowed at the competition in the spring. All right, and the 2 minutes has begun. And Calvin has made one retention and have to move to the next position here. All right, receivers in place. Quarterback is lining up. Oh, it looks like he was going to receive the ball from the center, but already had the ball in hand. But was able to correct and make the pass. That is another retention. All right. Receiver in place. Quarterback trying to line up. Spun up and, retained. All right. Moving back to second tier here. All right. We are spun up, ready to go. Oh, that's a moving catch. I don't know if that is allowed. It is allowed. So moving catch is allowed.
Okay, so guys, you do have to you have to do that. If you move, that one doesn't count. So, but if you move a little bit, why are you still on the
Okay, so we're getting clarification that a moving catch is allowed as long as the contact is made on the spot on the ground. If they're ahead of the spot, it does not count. So that second catch does count. There's 25 seconds remaining in Calvin's first attempt here. They're lining up. All right, that is a touch on that second tier spot. Moving back to a third tier spot. Oh, I receiver getting a little antsy here. He's in position. Oh, moved back, and that is a touch. And that is time.
Okay.
All right. So after a little bit of clarification on the rules, Calvin did end up with a pretty decent score, it seems. Let's see what we get from the official scorekeeper after he goes over some clarifications with Calvin. All right. We're talking with the scorekeeper here. Oh, we are getting clarification that they do have to use the official balls. They are allowing that first attempt, but now they must use the official balls for this next attempt. Do we have a fair score on the first? 10.5. 10.5 is Calvin's official score on their first attempt. Now, again, they are being switched to be using the official CRFC balls. And let's see if that changes anything. Doesn't appear to, as they make a retention right out the gate. And a second retention. Ooh, there we go. Looks like it almost looked like the receiver wasn't going to. No, there's a touch. All right. So that is 5 points, not halved yet, on the first here. Ooh, just short. Ooh. Luckily, their receiver has hands because their quarterback's driver did not. Oop. And luckily, their quarterback has hands because their guy in the field, man. Calvin's robots are better at football than their humans, it seems. Okay, there was a couple of good passing catches there. And a good passing catch by the bots, too. This is the football we want to see, humans and robots. We have 1 minute remaining in this attempt, just short on the distance, or on the third distance there. Ooh, and a retention. There we go. Okay. Ooh, getting a little excited there. Hard to get, trying to get it back into position. Ooh, shouldn't have moved on that one. That was good. That was a good shot. There we go. Okay, there's a touch at the far distance. Get inside in the final one. They are going to potentially make all 9 positions here and have time to start going back through. Ooh. Looks like that was aimed at the official. Oh, it was just a little loud. Get one here before the final time. They do. They get one last one off. All right. Looks like Calvin did do pretty well on that attempt. We're waiting for the scorekeeper to tally everything up so we can get an official score for their second attempt. 14.5. They did improve over their first attempt with the official balls. So let's see what they can do on this third and final attempt. As we look back at the strength test here, we do have a bot on the line, but no controller in hands. Looks like we are waiting for conference from Calvin to see if they know how much their bot can push. We will check back in with them later. We will return now to QB accuracy as Calvin is also up there. Calvin is currently dominating time on camera. All right, as we walk back, we walk into a touch reception by Calvin at the last of the close spots, and they move back to the middle. Quarterback is lined up, makes the pass. Ooh, just off the hands. That does count, but just a little high for retention. There we go, right between the numbers, right in the bread basket, or I guess cloth basket in this case. Ooh, steps up to make that reception, but makes it. All right, getting lined up on that third spot. There's a touch. All right, that does count. There's another catch there. And they are on the final of the 9 before they can go back and make their touches. All right. They have officially made all 9. They're going to share where they are and start their other 9. That did hit.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good, but the robot does need to move. Is the bot unable to move? Do we have?
Catch. 15 seconds.
So,
Can you guys not move anymore?
oh, bot can move. They just were unaware that they did make that first catch. 5 seconds remain to see if they can make one last one here.
Yeah.
They do make a hit.
All right.
All right, and that is time on their final attempt. Let's see if we can get a score.
Stay away from me.
All right, and that final attempt. So Calvin's second attempt, 14.5 is their best score. Oh, it does look like they will be using a center, at least on this first attempt. And they have a receiver that they are working on reconnecting to. Let's hope that they can get this working here shortly. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Always works.
So you gotta wait to say that.
Yeah, that's what Charlie's doing.
You know, they are still having trouble connecting and are going to grab another bot. Oh, we do have connection and we have movement. We are good. And Notre Dame's just went to go grab a bot for nothing. All right. Notre Dame steps up to the line. So they will be snapping from center to their quarterback, which will allow them full points on this attempt. All right. So a little bit of a fumbled snap on the first. All right. Oh, okay. There we go. There's a good handoff. And, okay, there's a hit. And a retention. Okay. We're seeing it here now. They're getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. There's another reception. Okay. Sorry, I'm in the way of the audience here. All right, we're going to walk over here. So they have found their rhythm a little bit. Ooh, but at this distance, they're trying to find the rhythm again. A little bit further, have to recalibrate. Oh, and there's a retention. Okay. Quarterback steps back in the pocket. He's looking. Oh, and he hits his man. Look at that. Already lined up for another one. Ooh, just a little high. And as they say, robots can't jump. Ooh, okay, there's a hit. They have completed the second tier. Onto the third. Has snapped. Ooh! It looks like it rolled off the fingers on that one. Came out a little high. Lined up, letting the ball settle. Oh! Hit high on the hands, but he's able to bring it in. Okay. Ooh. That one came out a little hot and a little right. 15 seconds remains for Notre Dame on this. Ooh, they do get a hit. Let's see if they can get the last one off.
Phase 2, we have our final scores in from phase 1.
And they do. Oh, but it's just a short like. Oh, one. Oh, they do get it off, but it does miss. Now, they did do pretty well. They had quite a few receptions, and they did have a center, so they will get full points.
Third, it's 3, 2, and 1. So what
Sorry.
you're going to see for the running back scores here is the sum of their positional scores from the 3-cone drill and the shuttle run. The overall score is not the sum of all their previous scores, but the team that's in, say, first place in the running back is also going to get that 8 points for being first place in the running back, 5 points for being the number 2 running back, and then
I apologize earlier, everyone, for talking while Jake was talking over the loudspeaker. As I was saying, during their second run, Notre Dame did have, or I'm sorry, their first run, Notre Dame did have quite a few receptions. We're using a center, so they were able to get full points on that. Their final score on that run was a 24. Now, they are choosing to not use a center on this second attempt. They have made it through their 9 positions and are moving their way back through the progressions here. Oh, and they have a reception. Oop, just off the spot there, just high. Oh, there's a hit. Did not quite bring it all the way in, so just off the hands. Ooh, just a little high and left. Oh, in and out of the basket. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, the tape is gone in one of these positions. We will need to reset. Oh, and they get one last reception in before
one more team running a strength test and one more running the QB accuracy. Once they wrap those up, we're going to be moving over here to phase 3. Phase 3 is going to include our speed test, which is testing basically a 40-yard dash, how fast the robot can run, just straight breakneck speed. We're also going to include the longest pass test. The longest pass is just going to see how far can the quarterback chuck the football.
All right.
And then the third is going to be the longest.
Okay. So while Notre Dame gets running on their final attempt for QB accuracy, we are going to watch Calvin run the strength test with one of their bots. So this is their center, number 10, running with 10 pounds. Does make the 10 pounds very easily. As we saw earlier, I don't remember whose center it was. I believe it was Valparaiso's. Oop, and I walk in front of the camera. I'm not paying attention to where I'm at, people. I apologize. And now I'm walking in as they reset the camera. Oh, that does appear to have been the final run for Calvin on the strength test at that 10 pounds. So we will check in with the final run of QB accuracy for Notre Dame. Ooh, good catch there. Another good catch. Ooh, we are coming in at the right time here. Ooh, a little bit left. Ooh, okay, there's a hit. Ooh, in and out of the basket. Still counts as a touch. Ooh, another touch. Ooh, just left. Hey, there's a catch. And another one. Okay. And they move on. They are on their second pass of 9. Oh, and they did that all in under a minute. 1 minute remains. Hit another reception on a far. And another reception. That is 3 for 3 on this second run. 4 for 4 as they hit a reception on the second. Oh, there's a touch. Okay. There's another catch. Okay. Oh, and there's a touch. A receiver wasn't even ready, but still hit him off the hands. And a catch. Oop. All right, they have completed 18. They are starting going on the far. Oh man, they are touching on the far ones. 15 seconds remain. Ooh, just a little left. Just a little high and left. Bam! All right, there's a hit. Go to the close ones. Can they hit one more before time ends? Ooh, they're getting a little scrambly and time. And it did not hit, so it did not matter anyway. Notre Dame makes it through 21 positions officially. That should set them up well for a decent score, even with it being halved for not using their center on this final run. The scorekeeper is tallying up this final score, and we will get a score here. It sounds like we may have a winner on this event. 34 was Notre Dame's final score for QB accuracy on that final run, which remember, because they did not use a center, it was halved, which means that they had a 68 prior to being halved for not using their center. That should be a victory for Notre Dame on the QB accuracy test. As the scorekeepers go to log their scores, I will leave you for a minute as we go to take a break. Again, I want to thank everyone for watching today as we are at South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame University for the Collegiate Robotic Football Conference's Fall Combine on this beautiful day here in November. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you in a few minutes. All right, if you guys did not catch that, we are about to start phase 3 of our combine here, which includes the speed test, a 60-foot dash for these robots.
All right, Eddie is ready to take it over here to speed test teams when you're ready.
Our longest kick competition, where kickers will get a few attempts to kick from the farthest that they can, and our longest pass. And it is a longest completed pass, so touching the wide receiver or retention by the wide receiver. And those are the last 3 events of our combine this year. So it looks like we have a robot on the starting line for the speed test. It is Notre Dame's Jerome Bottas. Now, there are no cones, no penalties for this event because this is a pure speed test. Any deviations from the line mean that they will be adding time. They do have to start and finish between the cones, so any deviations will add time as they try to course correct. No, we are checking rules on that. I may have been wrong about between the cones.
I want to double check before we get too far in. Okay, no penalty for deviating from the lane or straight line as the recorded time will reflect the departure. But safety.
Okay.
Yeah. So no deviation.
I apologize. I was incorrect. There is no penalty for deviation from the line. So they just have to get from the starting line to 60 feet as fast as possible. Deviations from the line do add time just by nature of being a deviation, but no additional penalties for deviating. And we are going to see our first run. Our timer is getting set. All right, 3, 2, 1, and off. Ooh, they are off. Ooh. All right. Came off a little bit to the right, almost took out one of our other scorekeepers. All right, let's check in with our timer here and get our first time of
3.90 seconds.
3.90. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see if Jerome Bottas, can improve on this run. Keeps it straighter and through. All right. 3.71. There is an improvement. And that goes to show you that is why we do not have additional penalties, because if you do deviate from the line, you are just adding time to your own run. All right, this is Jerome Bottas' third and final run. Oh, does deviate, tries to course correct, does get across and into the safety carpet. That is how you like to see him finish, all the way through the line.
4.25.
And that final time was 4.35 for Jerome Bottas. So his second run was his best run. And now we see running back C for Ohio Northern, approaching line. Oh, and they have destroyed the starting line.
Running back hits C. He is positioning well, I think.
So the announcer is going to request that there is a deduction of time for C for destroying the start line that the announcer spent like 10 minutes creating.
Sorry. Oh, that's it.
All right, we are getting C registered for the event here. Coming back down to the other side here. And Ohio Northern is getting ready for their first run at the speed test.
Ready, set, go.
All right, C is off and fast. Ooh. Oh, misses the safety carpet, runs into a bucket, and I saw pieces flying.
0.71 seconds.
And we got an official time of 2.71 seconds. That was a quick run, but did that do some irreparable damage to C? He has stepped aside and is in concussion protocol. So we are going to let Ohio Northern assess their player and see if we can get him back out onto the field to complete his attempts at the speed test. Again, C took a nasty hit on that bucket at the end of his run and is currently in concussion protocol on ONU's sideline. In the meantime, Notre Dame's second bot for this event, which is, MOSFET McGraw. Ooh, seems to have lost his helmet here and he's leaving his motherboard exposed. But it is a speed test, so hopefully that's okay. Maybe taking off that helmet reduces drag. Oh, but he is chewing up the start line. He is he has the need for speed and he is hungry. He is hungry for that win and is eating the start line. Okay.
About 20 minutes remaining in phase 3, 20 more minutes.
All right. MOSFET gets himself reset. We get the okay from both sides. And we're off. He's moving pretty quick. All right. That was pretty quick for MOSFET. Let's see what the official... 3.36. That was a quick run. And we are going to get another run from MOSFET here.
Ready, set, go.
And he is off again. He's quick. Takes out the other cone this time. 3.40. Honestly, that is pretty good consistency there between the two runs. Let's see if he can improve on this third and final run.
Ready, set, go.
And he is off. Ooh, deviates a little bit. It's going to add a little bit of time. See how much that hurt. 3.78. That did add a little bit of time to him. But that was some good runs. Now, let's check in with a 25-ish foot attempt. Oop. We have some rules concerns here. Hold on just a second. It appears that Ohio Northern was using a slightly different ball than the official CRFC ball, so we are going to get replacements for them. And that is the reason that they play robot football. The timers and the human athletes don't have hands. Oop. As I was in the way of the speed test, I apologize. Got out of the way here quickly. All right. So Ohio Northern is set up for a 15-foot attempt, it looks like. It is up. It is through. All right. That was a successful kick. Looks like they're going to attempt from the same position as they get set up and they wind the leg back. No, they are going to back up. I'm going to squeeze in front of you real quick here. Okay. So they are about 22, 23 feet here. And the kick is up, and it is good. All right, that is their second attempt, I believe. Let's see if they back it up for another attempt. Okay. So it appears that Ohio Northern is setting up for a 25-foot attempt. Kick is up. Ooh, and it's just through the right upright. And counts. Okay. It was a good showing by Ohio Northern with a 25-foot kick as their longest. Ooh. So we are going to check in on the longest pass event here. I was incorrect earlier in my statement that it had to be a completed pass. It is just the bot that can throw the ball the furthest. Does not matter if there is a receiver on the other end. It is from the start line to the furthest point that the ball touches after going through the air. Valparaiso just ended their attempt. And let's check in and see what our scores were for Valparaiso.
What? Yeah.
Okay, so Valparaiso had their long was 22.8 feet. Notre Dame seems to be in the lead here with a 28.5. And then ONU is the third quarterback that has gone so far and is in third place with 11.8 feet. I do not know if Calvin or Trine will be attempting this event.
Calvin probably will. Trine will not.
Trine will not be. It looks like Calvin is working on their quarterback to get to the line to be able to attempt this event.
The boundaries we have set up for our field goal attempt here are an 80-foot field goal beyond our barrier. You'll see they were able to hit such a long field goal.
Oh, we have just gotten word that Calvin is attempting to break the setup of the longest kick with an 80-foot attempt. That is 80 feet. They are set up a long way away. They look like ants from back here. All right. Okay. Woo! They appear to be set. All right, they are kicking. Oops, sorry. Oh, it's up. It had height. It could have had the distance. It was a little bit off to the right, though, as well. That, we might be in too low of a ceiling building for that attempt. But it also was a little bit to the right. It was not going to be accurate. It was too far. It was, well, right, yeah, for them. Yeah, it was impressive, but it was a little bit far to the right. That ceiling or not, that was going to be.
Yeah. Also, there would have been air resistance going on if there wasn't a ceiling there.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. Oh, so they are not going to attempt the 80-footer again. They are going to come a little bit closer. Looks like they are stopping at the 50.
Why did you guys do this? I really don't want to get fined. Is this your rug?
No, this rug was just here.
Where was it? Sitting right there. It was back there. Yeah.
We're not supposed to touch anything that was behind the barrier.
Ooh. While Calvin is setting up for their 50-foot attempt, on the longest field goal, their quarterback has arrived to the line for the longest throw for their quarterback. And it appears that they have a good arm on their quarterback, as I happened to catch it go pretty far. And we'll see. Ooh, a nice spiral from Calvin's quarterback. He could be dangerous in the league. Ooh. All right, and Calvin's kicker is up. Ooh. Oh, and I almost had the one-handed. Unfortunately, it was my left hand. That was wide right for the kicking. So it looks like Calvin's kicker is trending to hit these kicks wide right. But their quarterback is throwing some pretty nice spirals. And he is on his, I believe, last attempt for longest throw. Ooh, that was a good spiral, but it did seem to slice or hook a little left for him. All right, we're going to go check in with the scorekeeper on QB to see how they did. We do have confirmation. Longest of the day was their second throw, 45.8 feet. So Calvin is the leader of the day for quarterback throw, longest quarterback throw at 45.8 feet. Congratulations to Calvin. Now Calvin's kicker is lined up for their third and final kick. Ooh. Just short and left. They did attempt a 50-footer, but they did not make solid contact and ended up being short and left. So let's see. Looks like Ohio Northern is on for the speed test. So, and it's Rowe. Rowe is up for speed test. Okay. Now it looks as though Notre Dame is going to be up for longest field goal. They are lining up for a 50-footer. While they line up, we will check in with the scorekeeper on the speed test to see how Rowe is doing. Oop. He is getting to... So 408 and 401 are the first two attempts for Rowe.
Here it comes.
And that is Rowe's final run for the speed test. Ooh, and he runs back to his sideline. Let's see what that final time was. 4 flat. So he did get faster on each attempt. Okay, now Notre Dame seems to be lined up. They are cranking back the leg of their kicker for their first attempt at 50 feet for longest field goal. Let's see how they do. Calvin sends one of their receivers to the line for speed test. But we are going to see the first attempt for Notre Dame for longest field goal. Line's good. Ooh, just short. Bounces over the crossbar. Okay. Notre Dame is going to line up and attempt a second. Oh, nope, they are going to come a little bit closer, it looks like. Looks like they're going to attempt it from 45 feet this time, as they were just short on that 50-footer. Calvin is on the line to go for speed test. Ooh, they're straight. They are quick. And they break before the carpet. Whoop. Let's real quick before Notre Dame kicks, check on how Calvin's doing on the speed test. 4.1 on their first run. And
4.10.
oh, that was their first run. I apologize. I thought that was their second run. So 4.1 on their first run. That is pretty good. We're going to wait here until they have their second run. Ooh, a little bit offline. There you go. Runs right into the backstop. 4.01. They did get a little bit faster. Let's see if they can break a 4-second barrier on this attempt. Notre Dame is still ratcheting up the leg of their kicker. All right. I'm going to go back over to the kicking side and see if Notre Dame can hit this 45-foot attempt. This is a long field goal. This is almost the length of the regulation field for robot football. Ooh, Notre Dame's kick is up and just right. Had the height, had the distance. It just wobbled in the air. All right. And Calvin finishes their final run at the speed test with their wide receiver. Oh.
4.06, sorry.
4.06 on that final attempt.
With about 5 minutes remaining, we'll allow us to run the race.
All right. Looks like Calvin is back to the line. I believe that's Calvin. That might be Trine. Let's go find out who this is while Notre Dame sets up. So this is Calvin on the line. They're off there a little bit to the right. Has a good run. Fairly quick. We will get an official score. All right, Calvin's first run for this spot was a 4.70. Notre Dame is discussing, still setting up for their third and final attempt at longest kick with their kicker. Calvin's next bot approaches the line.
Ready, set, go.
And they're off. Oh, a little bit straighter this time, and they're through. And they are a little bit faster, 4.63. Shaved about 700ths off on that run. They have one more attempt. All right, Calvin lines up for their third and final attempt with this bot. And they're off, keeping it fairly straight, deviating just a little bit, smacking the cone. 4.60, a 300ths improvement over their second run, and a 10th improvement on their first. All right. Well, the next bot, which appears to be Ohio Northern, gets to the line and gets registered for this event.
Let's go, freshman!
We're going to check back into the longest kick as Notre Dame is lining up for a 30-foot attempt.
You guys ready?
Are you?
Yes. This time
Are you sure?
I promise.
Okay. I promise too.
Okay. So they have lined up for their kick, and they are getting ready to start cranking back the springs for their kicker's leg.
Incoming!
Here it comes.
Now, kickers can kick off of themselves, off of a tee in regulation. I do not currently know how the scoring is done for tee versus bot setup. Again, kicking off of a tee of any sort is much more of an engineering challenge. Oh, as I say that, the kick is up and good for Notre Dame. ONU almost makes the reception on the back end. And that is Notre Dame's final attempt. We will go check in on these scores. So, we had a 30-foot make from Notre Dame. Calvin did not hit any of their attempts, and ONU's longest was 23 feet. Now Valpo will be coming up to kick. So we have had clarification on the rules. There is no difference whether the bot kicks from themselves or kicks from a tee in this event. It is purely who can kick the longest. So Valparaiso is setting up a tee for their kick. They are setting up, it appears to be 65 feet. We're passing the 50, 55, 60. Yes, they are lining up at the 65-foot mark. Let's see if they are able to hit. We're going to go behind the goal and get kind of the bird's eye view.
Fire in the hole.
Okay.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, a little bit of delay here. See if. All right, kick is up. Oh, just a little bit outside. That was a little short. Okay. It appears that Valparaiso is now moving up to 60 feet. That last kick died right at the line of the crossbar and was a little bit to the right. So they are going to line up a little bit closer and see if they can nail this one. They are, again, kicking it from the tee. But as we stated before, there is no point differential for tee versus no tee in this event. However, that is different in regulation play, as there are points, additional points awarded for kicks off of a tee. All right, they're ready to kick. Kick is up. Oh, oh! From this angle, it looked like it was a little left. I don't know. Yeah, just back to the girl in white. Okay, Valparaiso is going to line up their final attempt from 60 feet again. They were very close on that one. They had the distance. I just do. This would be for the longest kick of the day if they are successful.
organized. Can you hear me here? Testing 1, testing 2, testing 3. Yep. Yeah, just give me the thumbs up when you're ready. Alrighty, I just want to say thank you again to everyone for being here, for all your hard work. Let's have one more round of applause before any of the scores. Awesome work to all you students. All right, keep in mind we're going to announce these scores, and then afterwards we're going to set up for the Oklahoma drill tournament. I'll explain more of the exact details, but it's going to be a little 3-on-3 opportunity for you guys to test how strong your bots actually are and who can score the most points in a short game. Good. All righty. We're going to now announce our winners of each of the positional champions, first in order leading up to the overall Fall Combine Competition champion. We're going to do basically each position. Remember the scores you saw earlier, we're missing a few stats. So we're going to start off with our QB Positional Champion Award for 2023. Can I get a drum roll, please? Our champion for the 2023 Fall Combine Competition goes to Notre Dame. Congrats, Notre Dame, for winning the top quarterback. All right, next up, we're going to have actually, let me real quick. Our second place for the QB was Calvin. Third place was Valpo. And fourth place, Ohio Northern. Our 2023 Fall Combine Competition positional champion for the kicker was, drum roll please, Notre Dame. Congrats to Notre Dame on the kicker award there. Ohio Northern in second, and Calvin and Valpo tied for third. Next up, we will be announcing the center. Our 2023 Fall Combine Competition positional champion for the center is, drum roll please, Notre Dame. Tied for second place, we have Ohio Northern and Valpo. And then in a fourth place, we have Calvin. All right, we have 3 more to go here. Running back, wide receiver, and defender. Our 2023 Fall Combine Competition running back positional champion is Valparaiso University. Second place, we have Ohio Northern. Third, we have Notre Dame. Fourth, we have, sorry, got lost. Trine. And then fifth, we have Calvin. Sorry about that. All right, we're now on to the wide receiver. Our 2023 Fall Combine Competition wide receiver positional champion goes to, drum roll please, Valparaiso University. Calvin was right behind Valpo on this one. It was a real tight battle, came down to that speed test at the very end. Second place then, you have Calvin. Third, you have Ohio Northern. Fourth is Notre Dame. And fifth is Trine. Congrats, everybody. All right, our last positional champion of the 2023 Fall Combine Competition for the defender position is a tie. And so the tie is broken by the rules according to the defender who had the best 3-cone drill performance. So I'm going to start by announcing the 2 teams that were tied, and then I'll announce the winner between those 2 teams. Drum roll, please. Our 2 teams tied for the defender Fall Combine Competition positional champion are Ohio Northern and Trine. Alrighty, and so coming down to the 3-cone drill score for the defender position, drum roll please. The winner of the 2023 Fall Combine Competition defender positional champion is Ohio Northern University. Trine with a heartbreaking second place finish. Congrats to Trine, just as much of applause. Third place went to Notre Dame, and a tie for fourth to Valpo and Calvin. Congrats everybody on your work for the defender. Alrighty, folks, so all these score matters for the overall trophy. It's going to matter where you landed in seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths across all 6 events. I'm going to name these from the back up, and then I'll name first place before naming second place. All right, so overall, in last place, at a wonderful effort, we have Trine University. Wonderful work, Trine. You guys improved a ton from last year, so don't take that as anything poor. You guys have kicked butt today. In fourth place, we have Calvin University. Nice work, Calvin. Separated by only half a point from the second place team, we have Valparaiso in third. And now, finally, for our 2023 Fall Combine Competition champion, drum roll please. With a 5-point lead, we have the University of Notre Dame. Congrats to everyone. Give yourselves all one more big round of applause. You guys played wonderfully. Wonderful work.
All right, so take this opportunity for a few minutes, get some pictures, take your team pictures, etc. You can come and check out the full scores, the standings. I'll also be sending this out to each of your SLC members, the presidents of your team. So you'll have the full, digital, all the scores, everything. It'll be super transparent. This is what we've got on the board for you guys. So check it out, take some pictures. Take some pictures with your team. We will start. Round of applause for all the good work y'all have done. One additional thing I will mention, many of you probably know we have a new